Hello and welcome back to Football Manager. As you can see, not doing poorly at all. We're 6th in the league, only behind the big 5, I guess you would say. In the Champions League, I believe, yep, we are top of the group. We got wins over Valencia, Inter Milan, and in our previous fixture against Olympique Lyon, where we beat them 1-0. Obviously, we've got Olympique Lyon today as well, followed by Valencia you won't see, and then Inter Milan in the next episode. So, for now, obviously, we've got the French team, Olympique Lyon, followed by Newcastle in the Premiership. Now, it's likely we'll have to be forced into playing the same team twice in a row, even though the close proximity of the games, simply because we don't have many players. But in saying that, Newcastle, they're almost guaranteed relegation. It won't be difficult to beat them. So, yeah, let's get into the game against Olympique Lyon, and hopefully we can pull off our 4th win in a row and effectively secure qualification. I don't think, actually no, yes, a win for us today will secure qualification. I completely did my maths wrong there for a minute because I forgot Valencia had already played. So a win is qualification for us, which is good news for me, obviously. So let's submit this team. This team are going for Plizzari in goal, Ramsey, Watson, Eduardo and Sahajevic in defence, Thomas and Doyle in the midfield with Jovanovski, Lopez, Nestorov behind Mateus. Mason Mount has been out with an injury for quite a while now, so I'm probably not going to give him much game time, which obviously isn't that bad. I mean, he's not really supposed to be a first team footballer for us. Let's just say I expect them to deliver a win. It's not that bad that he's not been able to play. He's not really a first team footballer, as I mentioned, especially as we're bringing in Vinícius Leonardo from Brazil as a backup. Well, I say backup. He's going to be an equal to Lopez, but to start with will be a backup because obviously the simple matter being that Lopez is the vice captain. We just obviously missed a header there from Mateus, I believe it was. He got into a good position, but Mateus is just too short and arguably not very adept in the heading department to be scoring goals from that sort of position. But in that saying that, we had a player back in the 90s called James Scowcroft, who was 5'6" and scored more headers in a season than any other player in the then Division 1, when it was before the Championship. Sahajevic now with a long throw into the box, met by the head of a defender out to Bigot. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. It could be Bigot for all I know. Onto Andre Silva, but a good tackle from Ramsey puts the ball out wide to the edge of the box, where he then gets the pass into an impronounceable player before the ball is cleared to Boguj, then back to a full defender. I've realised that the number of Olympique Lyon players I'm going to be able to pronounce the name of is going to be completely down to the Latin named players. So in other words, Silva, Fernando, Lamar, David. Sahajevic now with another long throw into the box, headed away again, and this time Lopez again is outstripped by Bigot. Now to Lamar. Lamar gets to the edge of the box, but another good tackle from Ramsey, proving exactly why he was a good signing at the start of this season. And then we get the ball all the way up to Mendy. Now to Romero, out wide, finding David. Headed forward to Andre Silva, who gets a shot away, but wide of the post. Poor start from Millwall in this game. Very poor start. And I'll be assertive in saying that we were the better team. We should be winning. I'm going to make one change going into the second half. Mateus is coming off the back of an injury, so he needs to come off. And as far as I'm aware, that will be it as a requirement for now, because we don't really need to bring anyone else on or off. We'll demand more for the time being. The next player I'll probably take off will probably be Lopez, followed by Watson, because Watson is obviously still getting match fitness after coming back from his injury at the very start of the season, which was a very troubling time because it meant that if we had one defender out with a suspension, that was it. We had no other defenders. Lopez with a good tackle but can't get the shot away on target. This is a very poor shooting from our boys, but hopefully it won't come back to bite us. Mendy now with the ball, gets the ball into the box, but cleared incredibly well by Sahajovic. Now David with the ball gets the edge of the box, inside now, shoots. Plizzari saves it, but barely. Andre Silva crossed the ball in, met by the head of Mateus Vital, and incredibly terrible defending and goalkeeping from the Millwall back four and goalkeeper led to what is arguably the worst goal so far scored in this Champions League campaign. Headed down straight at Plizzari, but yet the ball somehow managed to force its way past our big Italian number one. I will probably leave going to very attack until the 80th minute or so, but we do need to take off Jovanovski, because as you can see, Jovanovski is carded as well as poor stamina, so he'll come off instead of Watson, and we'll also bring off Lopez so we can bring on an attacking playmaker in Iban Neto, because so far he has scored against Olympique Lyon in every game we've played against them. Let's see if we can do it again. So after 80 minutes, I think very attacking is required at this point. We'll demand more of the boys. Thomas now has the ball in the edge of the box. Back to Ramsey, crosses it in, met by the boot of Yuri Nestorov, and we end up equalising and going 1-1. But we do need another goal to guarantee our qualification into the next round of the Champions League. A single goal is not enough, but very well worked from Ramsey, who has literally been probably one of the best players on the field so far, if not the best player. But I'm leaving on a very attacking mentality simply because we need to score another goal. Ramsey with a long throw into the box, met by the head of Borger onto Bigot, who gets now forward past the halfway line. Past it to David, who gets into the edge of the box, shoots. This time Plizzari does make the save from the deflected shot. I'm going to ask for some creativity for the last few moments of this match. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Can we pull off some sort of a goal in this fixture to get us that guaranteed qualification? It doesn't look like it, and it does appear that we will draw this match 1-1 at the Groupama Stadium. But in saying that, we have more or less effectively got qualification from the group, as we are on 10 points, 3 clear of Inter and 6 clear of Valencia, who we have to play both of, which means we don't need to worry. Both Inter and Valencia have to play Olympique Lyon as well. They don't have to play each other ever again in this Champions League group. So it is going to be difficult to try and guarantee our knockout stage position, but simply not losing against Valencia will give us that qualification. So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you obviously wanted to look at the schedule once it loads of the past few matches, you last saw, I believe it was these 2 fixtures, Valencia and West Ham. Since then, won every game bar 2, which we drew 1, lost 1. Oh, drew 2, sorry, lost 1. So nothing really big to be mentioned. But yeah, we did very well so far. So until tomorrow's video, obviously being Newcastle, I bid thee adieu. Goodbye.